morning.
Good morning, Simrel. How are you?
I'm audible, right?
Yes,
Yes.
loud and clear.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm fine, ma'am.
begin.
Let's start.
Okay.
Should we wait for 2 minutes, like for the viewers to come?
No. Let's start. It's recording.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So, welcome you all to the 34th episode of IT Talks powered by IQAC. So, today we have a very special guest with us who is the backbone of this IT Talk is Dr. Shubhi Lall Agarwal. So, let's introduce her. Dr. Shubhi Lall Agarwal is an author of 13 books, a recipient of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Lifetime Achievement National Award for teaching, research, publications, social work towards nation, and building her novel, Why Outside, Why Not India. Born in Jaipur, Rajasthan, Dr. Shubhi Lall Agarwal penned Why Outside, Why Not India in 2004 to solve the national problem of brain drain. To bridge the digital divide in India, she started writing books on computer science in easy English at an early age.
Prapti, I think we can cut this short and we can come on the topic now because I know you all will do this. Yeah. It's all there. Thank you so much for such a wonderful
Thank
introduction, and let's come to the topic.
Okay.
So the topic
so
was raised by you also. Let's have a discussion on that and understand why we have come on this topic.
yes, ma'am. So, according to the flyer, we all know that today's topic for discussion is role of information technology in the economy of India. So, we all know that information technology, IT, is very important nowadays. So, ma'am, what do you think? How does IT help in economy of India?
See, today's topic is it is an interdisciplinary topic, and first of all, we have to understand the importance of economics, and that is the reason why the students are taught economics at a very early age, like right from the class 8, 9, they are taught. And the one thing that we have to understand is that life is all about demand and supply. So, if we say that a country is growing or progressing, which means there is production. There is production. There are services which are produced. There are goods which are produced. Now, this is the scenario that the things are produced, but are those things delivered on time? What is the turnaround time? How much time does it take to reach the customer or the client? These are the questions. And then there are also lot many things come in between, but let's come to some very important aspects. That economy stands on what? Economy is basically how much production is there. It is termed as the items produced, goods produced, services produced over a period of time, that's a 1 year, and that is your called as GDP, gross domestic product production, and that GDP adds to your national income. So now the point is that definitely people are producing, farmers are producing, we are producing services. Even nowadays, everyone there is a quick, fastest delivery. But if we are producing so many things, are we able to manage those stuff to the customer or to the end user at the desired time, at that particular time when it is required? If the cake of a birthday party is delivered after the party, then it is of no use. Likewise, if I'm in a supply chain management and if I'm supplying something, I'm not able to deliver on the desired date, and if I'm not able to meet the deadline, then it is of no use. Correct? So the point is that there are bottlenecks. Production is there at one place, production is there. At the other end, consumers are also there. India is the most populated country. If you see the dense population density, it's the most populated country. So the production is there, end users are there. Now, how to bridge that gap between them? How the production should reach the end user? That is a question mark. So there comes the role of IT. There is the role of information technology, that we need to have good enterprise resource management systems. Like we have CRMs, we have supply chain management systems. But are we able to bridge the gap between the producer and the consumer? And for there, we need to have good systems which can join the two, which there they can communicate. First hand they can communicate, and then people who are waiting for the services, waiting for the goods are served. That is what economy says, that demand and supply is one thing. We understand that if there is a demand, there is a supply, or if there is a huge supply, then or at some lower price, then demand increases, and all those economic concepts are there. But if I keep IT aside, if I say IT is not required, it is a secondary subject, or maybe I am an economist, I don't need the help of IT. Definitely you need the help. Without IT, you cannot survive. So that is how we have to. So this topic basically, role of IT in the economy of India basically says, this topic says that we have to be a skilled IT person. We have to understand the concepts of IT. We cannot say that this part will be done by someone else because this is not my subject. No, this is general knowledge. It is no more a subject. It is. We cannot say it is a subject that you have to study. No, we can't. We have to learn it, or you will be out of the mud. As simple as that. Take the case of e-governance. What happens over there? Why government is shifting to e-governance all the time? Because they want to have transparency in the system. Definitely, wherever there is e-governance, you see the way we are filing our income tax return. It is all online. Nowadays, online portals are there for jobs, for everything. Everywhere we upload our applications and fill the forms, and we get the reward in the online portal. That is how nowadays we study even online. We get the video lectures, we get the stuff, and then we study. And even the online exams are there, very strict exams where there is proctoring, 360-degree checking of the classroom, and so many things are there. But still, so what is happening now? Services are reaching your doorsteps. It is reaching your doorstep, and if you are not able to have a good hold on ID, definitely you will be out of the market, or you have to struggle. Two things are there. So if you are not able to understand IT, or if you are not able to bring a good gel, or you can say gel the entire process with the help of a mix of manual system as well as e-governance, we will not be able to grow as far as the economy is concerned. That is what this topic is all. I think you can ask your questions so that we can take this further.
Yeah. So, ma'am, since you spoke about GDP, gross domestic product, so what percentage of IT sector is GDP? So, in GDP, how much is the IT sector?
See, it is now. If you see now, if we talk about the projected, it is in 2025 we will have 10% GDP from the IT sector. That is the prediction of 2025. If we see the data of 2019, the year 1819, it was 8%. And if we go down in the year 91, 94, it was 0.04%. It was so less. So it has raised from 0.4%. It has raised to 8%, and now it will be 10%. So that is is basically the IT sector. That if we are talking of the IT sector, we are talking of the software's production, hardware, IT enabled services, IT services. Okay, IT enabled services like the services like cloud service providers are there, cloud ERPs are there. Those are the IT enabled. So from there, what production is there? So it is, as of now, projected is 10%, and currently we consider it is only 8%. That is how the share of IT is there for the GDP.
Okay. So now moving on towards the next question. So what is the total share of IT sector in the economy of India?
It is as of now 8%.
Okay. So, ma'am, do you think that IT sector will bring a boom in the economy of India? Like how does it help? And
Definitely. See, again, see, Prapti, what we are discussing is if we are switching to if we are digitizing it is digital everywhere. So we have to understand two aspects. One is that there will be more skilled labor which will be required in the IT. Those who have the knowledge of IT, as in the basic knowledge of IT. I'm not saying that you have to be a Hadoop programmer or a cloud developer. No, you have to understand that how the things run, how the portals run, how to upload the data, how to download the data, how to control ERP, how to manage ERP, data collection, in which format, how it should go. So these are the small things that we have to understand. And see, the country having data is the richest. The one which is having maximum data is the richest, because if you have data, you have clients. If you have no data, you have no clients. You are going haywire here and there. You are running for data, rushing for data. So what are your ways of collecting the data? How data collection is done? That is a question mark. And data collection nowadays, the moment you log into the computer, your data is tapped. What you are searching on Google, that is fact. What we are, at what time we logged in, even that is fact. So everything is tracked the moment we log into the. So basically data, that is what data mining is. If I have the data, I have everything. If let's say I have data of 100 students, or I have data of 100 probable students, I can immediately call them and ask them that you can join. We are offering such courses. But if I don't have data, what will I do? So there, if you want it, definitely you have to lay your hands on the computer. You have to understand IT stuff. You have to understand lot many things, and you have to shift totally on the digital lockers. Because see, when you have so much of data, you cannot keep everything in the hard form. We keep the latest information in the hard form, but definitely we need to have a digital locker. We need to shift the data in the digitized form on the cloud, so that if something happens, I can take that data from the cloud. Let's take a case. Suppose this is not from your question. I'm just trying to make you understand that how IT is helping economy. Let's understand that you are having a particular. Okay, there's a question. So basically, you are having a particular, let's say small thing. You have a restaurant, correct? Now you are having a system whereas a person who is taking the orders, and you are going there and you are giving the order, and he is delivering the stuff at your doorstep. That is the system, correct? This is your system. Now he shifts to an app. He takes the help of an app. You download that app. On the app, you have the menu card, and you place your order over there, and their app is updated that today this is our menu, tomorrow this is our menu, or maybe till lunch this is our menu, till dinner this is our menu. So you are placing order on the app. So what is happening? People are not going at the location, but home delivery is still there. That is not an issue. But you are placing order, and how quickly they are converting that into an order and sending to your doorsteps, because there you have typed everything, you have selected. They just got the list and they have done it. You have done the payment also. So in that, let's say in 1 minute, if we take a case of 1 minute, 100 people have placed order online. Correct? So 100 people have placed order online. Now that person has to definitely increase the supply. The restaurant owner has to increase the supply because demand has increased. So here comes the factor demand, that the moment app is introduced, app is going in the hand of the consumer or the customer, the demand increases. And when the demand increases, definitely you have to increase the supply, or you will say, no, we are closed for the day, like barbecue, they are not having, they will say we are closed for the day and this is not available to you. That is also how you get the information. But if the demand increases, this is how, with the help of that app. Now try to understand that app is created, that is a little IT tool which is introduced, but the moment the demand is created, the supply is also needed. So when the supply is needed, now you will go back to the market to purchase potato, tomato, red chilies, oil, everything. So if you go down the line, demand of everything increases. Correct? So when the demand increases, in that case, you understand that the sale of those people also increases. So that is how the production will also increase. Getting my point? So we just think that it is, but, and now take a scenario where that app is not there. You are going to the shop, okay, and you are in the restaurant and you are placing an order. And now you think that okay, fine, today I don't want to go because we are sometimes very lazy. We don't want to move on Sundays. So you avoid. So what happened? You didn't place order because you were not interested in going. But if you had that app, you would have placed an order and that would have been converted into a transaction where you have paid and that money is going down. So number of clients will definitely increase if we have such kind of small apps which are introduced in between as a link between the producer and the end user. So that is how, if you see now, if you are taking the potato, everywhere the sale takes place. And now suppose, now let's come to the next topic, which is the per capita, or let's say the national income of India. Correct. So now if suppose I'm purchasing vegetables from a vegetable vendor, he is taking 2 more people in his shop because he has to manage more stuff now. So he has given employment to 2 people now because I am creating a demand and there they have to supply it. They have to again create, they have to hire people. So that is how we are doing. We are giving employment now. So we have started giving employment to people. So that is how, if I am adding IT somewhere down the line, I am adding employment as well. And that is what people think, that if it is IT, it is IT based, only IT people can do. No, it is not like that. If I am creating one app, because I can code, so I create app. But the user who is using the app, the person who is sitting at the reception of the restaurant or maybe at back end of the restaurant, who is only handling the applications, or you can say the orders of the restaurant, he is not a coding expert, but he has to understand that app, that how to take this, convert this, forward this into the mess, because there will be a kitchen and he has to forward the orders and convert it and delivery of that particular product. And then also, once you have taken the scenario of the restaurant, there is a kitchen. So the app has to understand that how much stuff is there in my storehouse now and how much I have to reorder. So I go back to the grocery shop or maybe a supermarket where I purchase in bulk. So this entire supply chain process should not stop. It should not stop. And these small applications, these small mediums are nothing but medium of communication. That is how we are communicating. So in the entire economy, and when that person is paid, the person who is hired is paid. Now suppose he crosses, let's say his salary crosses, let's say 10 lakhs. So now he comes into the slab that he has to pay tax. If suppose he employed 10 people like that, now he has to pay tax. So tax is going to the government. So what is happening? The government is also earning. We are giving tax. Now we become a taxpayer. We start paying tax. Okay. So there what happens? Government is also earning from tax. For government will impose GST. So they are also earning. And the tax that the laborers, whatever the salary slab that I'm not discussing now. But definitely, if we come into that bracket, we will start paying to the government. So this entire system will flow. There will be a flow of it, and that money will be added into the income of the government, and which will be a part of the national income. So that the bottom line is that if we want to have a good production, a good growth of the country, we have to join hands with IT apps, IT applications, e-governance tools. We have to understand business analysis, analytics, and only then we can grow in the right direction. Otherwise, what happens? There is demand, there is supply, but we are not aware. We don't know from where to procure that. We don't know from where to take, let's say, chilies. But here what happens? Here, directly when we get orders, we have a tie-up with our suppliers who are the predefined suppliers who are giving us stuff. We can contact them and they will deliver. So our entire supply chain mechanism also grows. That is what supply chain is. That when it comes to operation, right from the raw material till the end product, there is a long chain. How the stuff starts from the raw material till the end product. So in between there are a lot of phases. So nowhere there has to be a break. Otherwise, what happens? The demand will fall. See, if I'm not supplying on time, if I'm not delivering my product on time, the demand will fall. Why it will fall? Because that customer will reach to another person or another company because I'm not delivering stuff on time. So that is what I'm trying to say, that in the economy, when we are talking of the economics, when we understand what is economics, we have to understand that IT plays a huge, huge role in the growth of the economy. And for that reason, we got internet at such low cost, and we are trying to develop good systems where we are trying to understand what is happening. Transparency, because transparency is one thing where production increases. If things are not transparent, we are liable to waste time. But if things are live, if we see live who is doing what, exactly what is happening, what is the current status. Nowadays, you see live, you track your parcel nowadays where it has reached. So why? Because the moment you come to know that here it has reached, you are happy with the services. So you say, I will, from here only, I will again do it because they are giving me the live location where it has reached. So that is why the importance of live data is there. I think you can ask your question.
So, ma'am, that was very insightful, and I do agree that IT sector is on the boom, which is why we also have cloud kitchens coming in now, and which are also a big part of the economy. So, yeah, Prapti, you can ask the next question.
Yes. So, ma'am, we can take the question that one of our viewers had asked. The question says that as it is possessed about recession nowadays, please do share your views on impact of jobs on IT sector and IT enabled service sectors.
Yeah, see, this is yes, Sachinam. He is actually ex-student of MBA part-time from Atharva Institute of Management Studies, and then he has asked a very valid question. What he's saying is that nowadays, what he is asking is that what is the impact of jobs on IT sector. So basically, people, again the same thing. People are worried about jobs. I'm not saying that you will not get a, if you take an IT literate, you will be out of the service. No, it is not like that. That is the first thing, that you should not be feared of that. People, if they know IT, then rest of the stuff will be, or rest of the candidates will be out of job. It is not like that. The only thing is that all those who are in any of the specializations or in any of the sectors, they have to join hands with IT. They have to learn IT. They have to upgrade themselves. They have to learn everything, right from cloud computing to digital lockers to content to what are the cloud services. Like they should know what is pay as you go model. Such kind of things they should know. So things will be there. Operations would be there, but operations with supply chain management. Now, if it is ERP, if it is an enterprise management system, supply chain. So the person who is dealing with the operations, the person who is an expert of operations, need to have a good knowledge of IT as well. Definitely, if you are in IT, you are learning these things because it comes automatically. So, like we also teach, if we are in IT, we also teach the basics of it is customer CRM, customer relations. We teach them the basics of marketing, that how you have to do it, and then tell them how it can be implemented in the analytics. But if you are a non-IT person, you have to learn things. You have to upgrade them. That is what it is. Jobs will not be a problem because jobs are coming. And you see, there are so many jobs. If we see the four major companies, TCS, Wipro, Infosys, and one more is they four are they have given 10 million jobs, and that much of appetite is there, and jobs are regularly coming every day. If you see, there are so many jobs which are coming. And now if you are in any of the specializations, there also, if you are not able to understand the IT, they say Excel is must. Nowadays they say tableau visualization is must. So that is how they are asking, they are looking for, because these are the things which are adding. Post this World War, there was a earlier it was a myth that mathematics is not needed. I am talking of 1919, at the time of World War. So it was needed that mathematics. It was a myth that mathematics is not needed. But after World War, there was Industrial Revolution which came, and then there came a need of mathematics. So people thought mathematics is people used to think it is SEA, mathematics, no need. But then later they realized in Industrial Revolution that we have started a business, we should know plus minus everything. So it is like that. Now that post-COVID, jobs will be there. Jobs is not an issue. It will be there in the IT sector and non-IT sector. But you have to upgrade yourself. You cannot go with the same theories again and again without upgrading yourself. You need to learn the core basics of IT, wherein the basics, what are the running tools and technologies, which softwares are being used, and you should have good hands-on experience. Then you are basic from finance. If you are in finance, then also you should know what is financial modeling. You should project the numbers. So there you need help of tools. So that is how it is. But yes, the question which Sachinam has asked is actually a question where people think that it is a threat. That if IT people are there, then the other are not. It is not like that. The basic function is same. If a person is a manager, he's a manager. But he needs to understand the importance of cloud. He needs to understand where is the data. He needs to understand that which cloud service provider is giving the cheapest memory. So that much you should know. At least if you know, you should know that where we have to store, at what rate, where parallel computer is storing. All those things have come into the table of discussions now. There is one more question from KU. KU is asking a question.
So ma'am, till Keyur sir, we can move ahead with the next question. Can we?
Yes.
Okay. So ma'am, we talked about how in India there are no, the jobs are like, I checked the IQAC website yesterday, and there was a number of openings for all the specialization, be it HR, be it finance, be it marketing. So there are job openings. So can we say that India is the superpower in the IT sector nowadays?
See, we cannot say that. We cannot say that. Because see, we see a lot of data and we cannot comment very easily on the data. But we can say, yes, we can do that. We can start thinking in those terms. And for that, we have to take small, baby steps. We have to take small steps. We always think of big numbers. And one thing is there that amongst the youth, I've observed since 1998 I'm teaching. So I saw one thing that there's a big myth in our country that if you take computer, you have to become a programmer. Or if you don't take computer, then you can do anything. So there is either or option, that either you take or you don't take. But that is not the scenario now. Now the scenario is that from the day one, when you are born, you see a mobile, a laptop. So you cannot think your life without a computer. So this mobile is what? This is also a computer. Everything is there, memory, processor, everything is there. So we cannot think of a life without a computer. So we have to first of all understand that if we want to grow or we want to become a superpower, we have to take the very first step. The first step is that we have to upgrade ourselves. First of all, we have to understand that what are the basic skills which we are taught. If we can add that much into our education or in our daily routine, then also we can add to the economy of the nation. If we can do that, because if we are taking help of IT, we are turning the things into outcomes. Something is coming out as an end product. So that is what again comes to that production increases if we take the help of IT, and it increases manifold. Because if it is IT enabled, definitely services you are not running here and there. You have your system, your machine, you have the login password. Just open it, do it, and your things are done. And your basically IT is actually helping in the form of communication. Main is that how we are communicating, here it is helping. And that is why the concept of lockers have come, the digital lockers have come, because whatever we are communicating that need to be saved, need to be logged. It should not be manipulated. And why it has come, and And definitely what government is doing, it is also shifting to digital or digitizing everything so that the things are on the cloud, plus it is saved forever, because there is no theft. Definitely we have cyber attacks also, but still if we talk of cloud, then also it is stored at various locations. So if data is not there at one location, it will be at some other location. It will be like that. So it is full, it is secured. Your data is not going anywhere. If there is a, let's say, tsunami at a one data service provider or maybe a data center, it will be at, let's say, Singapore or in Mumbai, somewhere else, because there are 6-7 copies are there. So that is not an issue. The basic idea is that when we have to understand the economics, when we understand the economics, that how economics is going, then we come to know that how to connect these things. There are in economics, there are so many entities. There is demand of product, there is supply of product, there is national income, per capita income, revenue, total revenue collected. That is what economics is all about. And everything is connected. If there is a demand, there is a supply. If we reduce the price, then the demand increases. And when the demand increases, the supply increases. When the supply increases, the employment, there is a demand of employment. When the demand of employment increases, then the income per person income increases. People are employed. When the income of people increases, the national income increases. When employment is increasing, tax is given to the government. When the tax is given to the government, definitely the money is used for the citizens, for infrastructure, whatever purposes. And that is why, if you see there is Rozgar Mela which is going on. If you see MyGov site on Insta, there is Rozgar Mela which is going on. So you can apply over there. You can even apply over there online. So how quickly they are providing you jobs. So they have also come with the help of IT. They are trying to reach you. Why they are trying to reach you? Because there are vacancies. And how to fill those vacancies, and how to get the right skilled labor, how to get the right people. That is the challenge with everyone, not just with a particular organization, but for the whole nation. That is a problem. That there are jobs, but how to reach? Are the students communicated? Because they are also, once you take people, they are given salaries. Definitely they will be working. Every chair comes with a responsibility. So they will be working, but they get a salary. When they get a salary, they pay tax. So again, the cycle is there. And if there is no employment, definitely people are not filing taxes and all. And there are various ways of taking money which comes to the national income, like interest. If you keep money in banks and FDs and wherever, so then also the government is earning from interest. But then definitely the rotation has to be there, that people should not sit idle. And for that reason, if we understand the economy, everything is there. Economics is there. We understand from the point of view that if demand is there, supply is no. Now we have to understand that how to increase the demand. The question is how to speed up the process, how to gear up. Because demand is always there, but if it is not supplied, then sometimes there are suppliers, in between suppliers, like mushrooms, they grow and start giving the stuff, but they also earn money, no problem. But the thing is that if we want to make the system good, if I want to make a system, in that case I have to definitely gel with systems, definitely systems, IT. Then only I can make a systems. Is what it is? IT. It is a system. There are so many components. How to bring them together, connect them so that they can communicate, they can know each other. So that is this topic is all about. I think you can ask if you have any query.
So I think Keyur sir has asked some question. He has typed it there. So we'll take it. He says that, as you rightly know, as per research, there could be a recession in the middle of this year. And also Google and Microsoft had started laying off people globally. So my question is how IT and other aspects. So I'm not
Yes.
sure what Keyur was asking.
See, yes, Keyur, for you the answer is that, see, now there is a huge branch of data analysis and data analytics which has come. And data analytics and business analyst and data analysis is a new branch which is basically dealing with data science. So now what is happening, definitely we have the system setups, and every organization has a cycle. There is a cycle that after a point there is a saturation, and then they will not take any more. So it is like they are the full grown companies, they are at their highest, or we can say the peak. So they will have their limitations and they might not take, but we need not worry for that, because there are various verticals which has come up. The first one is the data analytics, where you can go for a data scientist, you can go for data analyst, research analyst, business analyst. These all are the verticals where you can join, and they really give a good handsome salary, plus very good work is given to you, which is quite interesting. If you see data science and data analytics, it is very interesting work that you can see. And definitely all the organizations, all the companies today are looking for data analytics, that what will happen in the next 3 months or 6 months. Every company is looking for the future, that what will happen next, because we all are living in the VUCA world. VUCA world, as you all know, volatile, complex, ambiguous, and one more is there. Yeah. So yeah. So we all are in that. So all the companies now want to know that what is their scenario now, what will happen after 3 months. So analytics is a huge branch, and there is a huge appetite of data scientists now all over India and even outside, everywhere. Every day, so many vacancies are there. Every company is hiring data scientists for to analyze their data and make some good predictions. And it is not just about one. There are so many departments. For every department, there is analytics zone is there. It is another vertical. So they are looking for good. So basically, those who are into the IT, they need to understand. Suppose it is HR analytics, so they need to understand what is HR, how it works, what are its core functions, what are the what we say KR metrics for analytics for HR. That is how you have to understand, and then you can definitely learn and you can apply there also, because that is a new branch which has come for basic functioning IT. Why it has happened? Because the cloud service providers, they have established their businesses, and now they are into the at a higher cycle where they are running their things smoothly, so they don't require people, and they have also come on the IT platform. So there also a lot of systems are digitized. But then definitely, see, we all are living in a competitive world. There will be competition. There will be organizations coming up, productions, and we have to always grow in our business. So you can look for, if you are looking, data scientist is a good post for which you can apply. And so many companies everywhere, if you see, take name, every company is hiring data scientists. You see the profiles of TCS and all.
Yeah. So, yes, ma'am, that's very informative. And according to an article by Financial Express, India is also all set to create 3 lakh jobs in 2023 in the IT domain. So that is one source which we could look up to, and definitely IT sector is on the boom. We'll take the next question, Prapti.
Yes. So, ma'am, according to Times of India, there is a boom in the IT industry in India, and they say that it's all thanks to the increase in the demand of AI. So, what are your comments on the same?
See, AI is basically a very good branch wherein you are making experts. Computer behave like an expert, becomes an expert, and you are artificially putting some code into that, and now the computer has a brain, has a neuron, and then you can develop a neuron within a computer, and the computer starts behaving. So basically, what is happening is that now all the can you just repeat the last line, what it is of the
Yeah.
article?
So, ma'am, it says, according to Times of India, there is a boom in the IT industry in India, and they say that it is all thanks to the increase in the demand of AI.
Yes. So mainly what they are trying to say is that when it is artificially intelligent systems are installed over there. So mainly whatever, take any exam. if we are installing, let's say, a system, a traffic control system, so that traffic control mechanism, which is automatic, is basically artificially intelligent system. That is what saying. So backend, we need to have some kind of IT experts, the basic knowledge of IT, who can handle that system, who can translate the data, who can understand, basically who can understand the data. That if suppose I have I have crossed the limit on the signal, then what is the number of my car? So that data is captured. So now who will translate that data? So there is the need of IT. So so that is how you see. Now this line itself is saying that wherever we have implemented the artificially intelligent systems, at the back end, we require IT professionals to handle that system. That is what it is, what they are trying to say. And this is actually what is happening. And that's what it is, that if there is an artificially intelligent system, then only we need to have IT. Like long back, I was reading one article on the intelligent dustbins. So it was nothing but a garbage collection system. And somehow if we see that if we install those kind of systems, what it is doing, it is collecting the garbage, and it has a chip where you give the message to the van. The moment it is full, after the third fill, it gives a message to the van, and the van comes and lifts that and installs the next one. And then it has recycling mechanism also, that the garbage is recycled, and it has also system that it is not accepting the plastic bottles. So many things are there. So it is itself is an intelligent system. So that system is what artificially intelligent system, and outside it is installed. If you see outside India, it is installed in various countries. It is there. And but who will handle that machine? How will you understand that it is giving a call to the driver of the van? All those things, you need to have one person who has to be trained for that system, and that person should know the basics of IT. That is what again I'm saying. That person has not designed the system. System has been is artificially intelligent and giving signals and giving messages even to the citizens that the dustbin is full. But it is definitely the person who is handling it. That system is IT understanding the knowledge of the system and how to handle it. What is the data, where it is going. And definitely there has to be discipline that we have to accordingly throw. So environment friendly also has to be there. The system has to be environment friendly. That what is the environment? What kind of people are there residing? Environmental factors, cultural factors. All these things are also there, and then only you can install such kind of systems, or you can start with systems. In various cities, we can have it. In some cities, we can have it. But definitely not. Yes, if we are having such kind of systems, definitely we are giving employment to people. But now definitely people are learned ones. Learned as in they have to understand the things. But we are again, see, I'm not saying that dustbin has reduced the employment. No, there is a van, there is a driver, there is a person, definitely chip is there, coding is there, but there is a person who is handling the stuff. But that person has to be a skilled person. He should be trained person who can manage the device. So employment is a part and parcel of IT. You cannot say if IT is there, employment will go. No, it's a myth. Employment will be there. Definitely, if IT is there, there will be growth and there will be goodness everywhere. This is what I feel.
Yeah. So, ma'am, I came across a similar post on LinkedIn where they said that it's not that AI is going to take over jobs, it's the person. Okay.
Yes, Simrel.
Yes. So, ma'am, I came across a similar post on LinkedIn which said that AI is not the one who's going to take over jobs. It's the person who's handling the AI, that person is going to take over the jobs. So, I think that's pretty much what you said. And we have another question by Akshar. So, we'll take that as well. So, Akshar says, what is techno-economics analysis? What criteria should we consider while creating model for analyzing different production technologies?
Yes, Akshar, it is a. I know you are handling your factory, and for that reason, you have asked this question. What is techno-economics analysis? See, first of all, Akshar, you have to understand. You have to do a good feasibility analysis of your uh, factory at Vasai, and then you have to understand that how much people should be technically upgraded in your organization so that you can have a break even wherein you are not into the loss condition, that you, if you are, let's say, putting x number of amount or on the training part, in how many days you are able to do the break even with the production and the sale. That is what you have to understand as a first thing. Secondly, you have to understand that your question is what criteria should we consider while creating model for analyzing different production technologies. Yes. So see here, what you have to understand is that first thing is that you have to see deadlines the deadlines of your clients. So if you are creating a system and you are switching to, let's say, technology, you are switching on the technology part, and so that you can reach your customers should not be missed. That is one thing, because any development, any technology where you are introducing and the turnaround time goes higher in the development part, then you lose your clients or your customers. So first thing you have to consider is that you have to create a model, parallel model in with the manual system running fully and functionally. So let's say for the first 3 months, you have to fully work on the manual system or the semi digitized system, and then you start phase by phase, you start your digital implementation, let's say on the one system, then on the second function, third function, and so on. So first criteria is that what you have to understand is that you have to take care of your clients. If you are switching to any of the system, just don't go immediately. It should not be like that I forgot the old system and I have just switched to the new. We cannot have a paradigm shift like that. And while training also, at that time also, I would suggest that those who are at good hand, if you have done little HR analysis of your department people or your employees, those who have attitude to learn and learn digital techniques, tools, ERPs or technologies, first train them, and with their help try to work at a particular segment of your organization. That is how that should be your strategy. And then taking the output or the result of the first, let's say for 1 month, how it worked, how the things happen. Then you can teach it to more people into your group, and gradually you include. Don't take everyone all together, because their people will waste time, and some of them might resign because if they will not understand, they will leave the job. So gradually you have to come on the technical part of your organization. And definitely when it comes to economics, you have to every day calculate or break down at break even analysis, at what point your break in how many days the break even takes place, because your business should not suffer a loss. That is also there. I hope I am able to answer your question.
Yeah. So, ma'am, what do you think will the IT industry look like after 5 years, maybe in 2027 or 2025? So is it growing? Will it grow, or will it be stagnant, or will it just see a loss? So, what are your thoughts?
It will grow exponentially. It will grow exponentially.
Okay, so of
Because
course there.
if you see the syllabus of class 10, they are learning Java. The class 10 students are learning Java. There was a time when we did Java in MCA, and now these class 10 students are full-fledged programmers. If you see, if that person has interest in, if a student has interest in computers, and he has learned in class 10th or 9th, he will start his own startup in, let's say, in the first year. It is like that. And kids are doing that. They've started their applications, they've installed their apps. So basically the idea is IT is huge and there are so many technologies, so many tools. And the biggest challenge of IT is that IT is changing very quickly, very rapidly. New tools are coming. And today we are learning this, and tomorrow that is outdated. And then after 2 months something new comes up. I was learning one article where there was a discussion that there are 5 new languages which will be uh, replacing Python in next 5 years. So as of now, people are learning Python. People are using Python for data visualization, but people are using Tableau for visualization. But now new technologies are coming up. So definitely change is there, and new technologies coming. So that is a challenge. But the point is that when technologies are coming, the technology whichever is coming is there to increase your production, is there to increase your output, production, decision making power. If suppose I have a picture in front of me or a graph in front of me, I can very easily understand the scenario of the nation. That in Gujarat this is happening, in Madhya Pradesh this is happening, like that. Okay. So, but if I'm having data, let's say I'm having lakhs of records, okay, thousands of records, I will not be able to understand the data and take quick decisions. But the moment I have the data and I have the visualization of the data in front of me, I can understand, okay, this is the scenario, this is the gap, here I have faced losses. So what I will do, or here is this is my target customer now. I can target these people. That is how I start thinking. And if I can target, I can plan a strategy. I can plan a campaign, marketing campaign over here, and I can go here and I can fetch people from here. So what I'm doing, I'm getting a market now. And the moment I get a market, economy starts. If I get a market, which means I'm providing my services. Correct. If the moment I provide my services, correct, I have to hire people now. If I got a market, I have to start production. And the moment I have to start production, I have to hire people. So again, the same thing. If I hire people, I am giving business or I am giving salaries to people. If I am giving salary means I am giving employment. I am giving employment means person is giving tax to the government. So that is what I'm saying. That little visualization tool is, if you do the backtracking, is expediting your process of production. It is giving you more clarity, transparency. That system is telling you what is lacking where. So with the help of that system, you can understand and you can take the necessary decisions which you are not able to take because you are not able to understand the data. So basically, the first question is that when we are talking of IT, we are basically talking of data. Either data keying in or data collection or data analysis that is most, or then data prediction. So everywhere organization needs that. If we have that, we are a part of the economy. We are producing more. That is how it is happening. If we take the college of the example of our college, we are producing good MBA students. We are producing good managers. So the good managers are taking good decisions. Correct. They are taking good decisions. With the good decisions, good production is there. Good production is there means good supply is there. Good supply means people are happy. People are happy means the quality, again, life increases, quality index, again, economics. If we calculate the quality index, that is why the quality of life is good, because there the per capita income is higher. In other countries, per capita income is higher, which is very less in our country. Why? Because we have the gaps, and we are miserably failing in filling those gaps. I don't know why. We are working in silos. We don't communicate properly, and we have that mentality to work 9 to 5, but actually to work few hours and then relax. Sorry, I'm a little harsh here, but that is how we are grown. And same people, if they go outside India, how they work. Look at their attitude change, because there is a little fear. And here we have full support system of our family. There we have no support system. We are on our own. We have to pay the bills. We have to, if we have taken a house or car, anything, we have to pay the installments of the loan. Here we have full setup, so we enjoy. We know not here, then elsewhere we will go. So this attitude is also playing a major role, and that is one reason why people are not learning IT. That I have seen that people are not willing to learn, and we are literally. I, being a IT professional and professor for IT, I am facing this issue that learning IT is teaching IT is a very big challenge to non-IT students.
Yes.
It is a huge challenge everywhere, not to the students, everywhere. You see the organizations, people, staff, everyone. And if the moment we learn IT, the moment we understand the things, we start implementing those things. And this is all, it's all cyclic. It is all a complete cycle. The moment we are a part of that cycle, if we are not geared up at a position, definitely the everyone, and it is a ripple effect. Everywhere it goes down.
Yes, ma'am, you're absolutely right. IT is very important, and even the people, like the fresh graduates like us, postgraduates like us, need to learn IT irrespective of our specialization. So, like you mentioned, that teaching IT to people who do not belong to IT background is very difficult. So, what do you think fresh graduates like us can do, like a little effort that we can take so that we are very well versed with the IT?
Yes, Prapti, one thing is, first thing what I would suggest is that we should understand that in the organizations what is happening. So for that reason, we should visit, we should go for internships. We should see summer internship projects, and we should go and work over there and see how things are working. So that from there we understand what are the currently running tools which these organizations are working on, so that we can have good hands-on experience. And if you will see, mostly everywhere it is MS Excel. So many companies are totally based on Excel, and they are working on Excel very comfortably, and Google Sheets, and that is how they are managing their systems. There are ERPs, but many organizations I've seen they are working on X. So first thing we have to understand is that if we are talking of MBA, after 2 semesters, we have to understand. You go outside, they are also same. They send the students for internship, that you go in an office and work there for 6 months and learn, because that's a practical exposure, and that is why you are given project work also in the 3rd semester. So there you have to go and learn and find out what are the tools, technologies, what they are learning, how they are doing the things. That is how you have to learn. Bookish knowledge is one thing, that what we also try to do a lot of practical things, exposure in the campus. But off campus, the learning is something different, because there you understand the meaning of deadline. Deadline is one thing that everyone has to understand, and the moment you will understand the meaning of deadline, you will come back to a IT tool. The moment you are not given deadline, you will sit here, there, waste time. But the moment you are given, you will say, is there any fast way of doing it? And then you will realize that yes, there are ways, and there are so many tools in IT which can just do things in fraction of seconds. And why I'm wasting hours over here? And that is actual literacy. That is actual IT literacy. And then your deliverable will come at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, what is our delivery? What are we delivering at the end of the day? If we keep a deadline, if we keep a schedule that there is a deadline, and if we are not able to meet, then we have to understand that why other people are able to meet. What are the reasons? What are they doing? What techniques they are applying? How they are doing? And you will come to know that there is some back-end IT formula or technique they have applied, and with the help of that they are doing. And that is why first thing is that you have to understand which tools are there that we have to learn at any cost. There are so many things which are freely available on Swayam, and so many tutorial sessions are there which are providing certification programs, online courses, free courses are there. The courses are free, only for the certificate you have to pay, very nominal. And that is how you can even earn a certificate and learn both the things. And then you are going to an organization there, if you are helping them in the output part, if you are giving them output or some deliverable, then definitely you are adding to their business. Their business is growing. But if their business is not growing, definitely if their output is not growing, then we are at the same state where we were earlier. So that is what I'm trying to convey. That first thing you have to learn is what are the basic things which are available in the office, and for that reason, try to visit two internships, one internship or two internships if possible, and learn from there that how these people are working. And from their internship, you will learn a lot of IT, because there are so many companies which are totally enabled. IT based enabled companies are there, totally on IT. They are in the hybrid mode. Their half team is at home, half team is in office. They come 3 days a week, but they manage and they're doing very well. So that is how you that has to be your approach.
So, yeah, ma'am, that was really insightful. So, that was my last question. So, to conclude, I would like to say that IT is very important, not like for the economy of India. It will increase the economy of India, as you had mentioned that if people work for if there is IT will need people to operate it, and that people will have good salaries. They'll have to pay taxes, and that taxes will lead to increase in the economy of India. And obviously there is employment generation, which will lead to economy of India. And also for the students, for postgraduates or graduates, need of IT is very important for any sector they go, whether it be pharma, whether it be textile, whether it be real estate. IT is going to stay there. So it's very important for every one of us to learn IT, to be updated in the IT sector. So now I would request Simrel to please move ahead with the vote of thanks.
So first of all, I would like to thank our guest for today, Dr. Shubhi Lal Agarwal, who is also the backbone of IT Talks. And then we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to some amazing individuals without whom all of this would have not been possible. We would like to convey our sincere gratitude to Honorable Shri Sunil Rane Sir, Executive President of Atharva Group of Institutes, Varsha Rane Ma'am, Vice Chairperson of Atharva Group of Institutes. We thank Ms. Pallavi Rane Ma'am, Trustee of Atharva Group of Institutes. We also thank Dr. Harish Kumar Purohit Sir, Director of Atharva Institute of Management Studies, and Dr. Harshita Kumar Ma'am, Director of Atharva School of Business. And last but not the least, see you all with the same enthusiasm in the next episode of IT Talks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I also want to thank Shri Sunil Rane sir, who is actually our torchbearer, we can say, and he has given us immense freedom to do things in our own creative ways, and he has given us a lot of platforms also. And he always says that when you come to college, come with an attitude that you have to do something for the day, and then when you go home, then you have to feel that yes, I did this for the day. So that is something I really appreciate, and I always convey this to all the students that that is how we have to work if we go somewhere. And then I also want to thank Pallavi ma'am, trustee for Atharva Group of Institutes, and Varsha ma'am, because they are also good, giving good motivation to me all the time to do things. And somehow I feel that energy, which is very positive, and I always think of doing something good so that we can, at the end of the day, some students are benefited. I'll thank Dr. Harish Kumar Purohit sir and Dr. Harshita Kumar, the directors of games and ASP, because they are really trying to bring things at proper places and trying to bring lot of initiatives so that we can give quality education to the students, and the students are benefited in the end, and they good very good placement, not just placement, but they work so well in the organization that they leave their mark over there in the organizations, and we get very good feedback. So that is how they have started contributing, and I really thank them that they have given good pitch to the students for their betterment. And definitely Prapti and Simrel, both of you, I thank you, because you have really worked very hard for IT Talks. We have also faced many things in the last month, but we have again switched the platform, and but you both are ready to be there. And I really thank you from the core of my heart that you are so punctual, regular, despite being holiday or anything, but you are there to have this session with any of the topics of your choice, and you are very good active. So I thank all the audience and the active listeners, Akshar, KU, Fatima, and all those who were there, Shailesh, who have listened to this session. Thanks for being a part of this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.